So hi, I'd like to introduce you to Proton Wallet, a self-custodial Bitcoin wallet brought to you by the company behind Proton Mail and Proton VPN. So before I introduce Proton Wallet, just introduce Proton a little bit. So Proton Mail launched 10 years ago in response to the Edward Snowden revelations of mass government surveillance. Our founders created an email service that's fully end-to-end encrypted to protect user privacy and security. Now, in addition to Proton Mail, we have a suite of other end-to-end encrypted services with over 100 million user accounts. Yes, that's our suite of products. So our origin story is actually very intertwined with Bitcoin. So we launched in 2014. We didn't raise venture capital funding from big investors. Instead, we started a grassroots effort through an Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars in a few weeks. PayPal froze our account without any warning, blocking us from receiving the funds we'd raised from individuals that wanted to support us. And when we pressed the PayPal representative for further details at that time, he questioned whether Proton Mail is legal and if we had government approval to encrypt emails. So while our PayPal account was frozen, we were still able to accept Bitcoin payments. And so really at that time, Bitcoin saved our business and kept us able to raise funds while we had this uncertainty with PayPal. And ever since, we've recognized the power of decentralized currency and how it's interconnected with our mission to protect user privacy. That dangerous moment has always stayed in the minds and the ethos of the company, and we still keep a proportion of Proton's financial reserves in Bitcoin because of that. So now Proton Wallet, it's a self-custodial wallet, meaning we use end-to-end encryption to ensure that you're the only one with access to your wallet's encryption keys. And our robust recovery methods mean you can never be locked out from your Bitcoin, not even by us. So why Bitcoin? So we know Bitcoin's not the most private cryptocurrency, but it's the most popular, just like email's not the most secure private messaging protocol, but it's the most popular. And so if we were to design both from scratch today, they'd look different, but we want to reach people where they are, making secure communications and transactions more accessible to the average internet user, and while meeting the highest privacy standards and bringing more people that are new to Bitcoin into this space and comfortable using it. And one thing that's very different from other self-custodial wallets out there is Bitcoin via email. So our goal is to make sending Bitcoin as easy as sending and receiving emails. So in addition to using traditional Bitcoin addresses to do transactions, as long as both the sender and recipient have a Proton wallet, you only need the recipient's email address to send them Bitcoin, even if they don't have a Proton Mail account, as long as they have a Proton account. So you can use that with your Gmail or other third-party addresses. If you associate it with Proton Wallet, you can send and receive Bitcoin just using the recipient's email address. So that's a little bit our story, why we care about this and why we're different from some others, and would love to connect with you and get you to be new users of Proton Wallet. So thank you.